Hello and welcome back. I am Arumba. Thank you for joining me. Let's play some more Ideas Guy round 2.0. Alright, so I've reloaded the game. I had to roll back to 1.19 in order to continue this campaign and still earn the achievement, hopefully. I did unfortunately lose my map mode, my graphic map pack mod thing, because it's now been updated to 1.20, so the game looks a little bit different, but that's okay. It's been a while. I think it's been like a week since I played this campaign last, so I don't really remember exactly what I was doing. I know I have a lot of aggressive expansion. I know that I am the leader of the Protestant Religious League, which is interesting. I know that I currently have land that is being cored that's unlawful, and the Emperor hates my guts, so that's kind of a concern. We're getting lots of Netherlands revolt type stuff. I think I'm going to move my capital, actually. I think I'm going to do it now, too. I was looking over my ideas. We don't have, we don't need tech for 7 years. We've got quite a bit of monarch points stored up as far as admin goes, considering how much we generate relative to how far ahead of time we are and the fact that we're not doing an administrative idea group. So I think that I'm willing to pay the cost to just move my capital now. Question is just where? Let's see. So ideally it would need to be the same amount of development as our current capital, which is 27, to have no penalty. Victor Jankowski. 27 development. I don't think we have a 27 development province over here, though. Let's see. Highest we've got is 30, but that's not in the English Channel. That's in Champagne. The English Channel right through here. So, best option for lowest monarch point cost in the move would be Holland, but that's not really an appropriate location just because it's got the double estuary. You'd really prefer for the burghers to be in control of that. On the other hand, Holland's a great location for a capital. It's got good terrain. It's already got a fort. And I think it's behind rivers on both sides. Both Friesland and Holland, I think, are both excellent capital locations. Galway, not too bad. I don't know that... Yeah, Galway doesn't have a fort, though. Antwerpen's flat terrain. It's also got the estuary. That's a lot less development, though. What do we care about more? The trade power from having the burghers control this province. The other consideration is that if our capital is in the low counties or countries region, the low countries, if your capital is in this region, the Dutch revolt stuff stops. So that would be ideal if we could get our capital really in any of these areas. It should stop them if we're in Friesland. I'm just concerned that the monarch point cost is going to be too high. It's 350 admin instead of 240. So for 90 admin, if I could press a button to have 90 admin turn into trade power, would I click it? Probably not. I'd probably keep the admin. So I guess I don't really care that much about this being controlled by the burghers. So we're going to revoke this from them. Okay, this will decrease their loyalty down to an acceptable amount. Their influence is still at an acceptable amount. I don't think there's any interactions that I need to do anytime soon. I think we're fine with that. And we're going to go ahead then and move our capital here. We cannot move our capital into or out of the Holy Roman Empire. It is not possible to remove provinces from the HRE while in a truce with the Emperor. It looks like we can't move our capital yet. Oh, our truce is not too much longer. In April. But we're core and stuff, and I wanted to declare war, and I don't think you can move your capital while you're at war, but I want to move my capital because I don't want Dutch revolts. Darn it. So what are we going to do? Are we going to eat the unlawful territory request? Or do we try to find a war of obfuscation? It's a pretty fairly sizable coalition against me right now, but I did find a couple targets that I could potentially declare on right now. Using a silly CB, we could attack Magdeburg, Bremen, and Lübeck. This war here involves quite a few people, including the coalition. Bremen, though? Yeah, he's in the coalition as well, actually. And then who was the other person? Magdeburg is not in the coalition. So I can actually declare war on Magdeburg. Put me at war with Verden, Hamburg, Bremen, Lübeck, Denmark. No one would join me. It's a weird CB, but it's just something to hide my cores. Unless, is there like any other CB anywhere that I could use? What CBs does Great Britain have? They've got colonialism on British Mexico. So they have their own their colonial nation, okay. They get independence against me, and they've got CBs on Burgundy, France, and me. So Burgundy. How about Burgundy? We could attack Burgundy. That puts me in a war with my ally. That'd be dumb. If we attack France, we end up fighting the Ottomans. We have Humiliate on the Ottomans. I don't think I have any other valid rivals. Man, I'm actually going through my options here, and there's not very many. We have a truce until April with Bohemia, and then I'm concerned about the unlawful territory type stuff while we're at peace here. Because he's a jerk. We have a truce with Sweden and Lithuania and Bohemia. I'm sure of that. Hamburg. I don't think I've checked on Hamburg. Yeah, we got a truce with Hamburg. Long one. Okay. No, for sure I have a truce with Pomerania and Muscovy. Smolensk. My subject. Probably can't attack my subject, can I? So really I only see two actual options then. They're Bremen and Lübeck. Lübeck I don't like because it puts me in a war with France, Burgundy, and the entire coalition. Bremen I'm not a big fan of because same thing. Alright, well I guess we just have to like hope that the situation changes and or maybe Bohemia just feels like a nice guy and doesn't demand unlawful territory. That would be great. A little concerned about my current alliance with the Emperor as well. Sorry, not the Emperor, Austria. You know, having 6 opinion with your friend, generally not a very good idea. You want some money? Boy, you sure want a lot of money for that opinion, don't you? Can I influence you instead? 289 ducats. We do make positive income. I suppose it's possible. Alright, fine. We're just gonna have to wait and see. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen here. Okay, well. That's a lot of pop-ups. There's a... Damn it! Well, I guess the coalition's not really a thing anymore. Does that change anything then? So, target of the coalition of Alsace, Memmingen, and Lübeck. Wait a minute. Alsace. They are an elector. This might be an opportunity to actually disband the HRE. If I declare war on someone that's still in the coalition, like Lübeck, I can get to war with Alsace. So that's one elector. Then in April, 5 months, I can declare war directly on my neighbor, not my rival, but my neighbor Bohemia. Bohemia is allied to Cologne, Trier, Verden. Okay, I think if I'm in a war, I'll stop being the leader of the League, I think. But I still think that if I declare war on Alsace, Bohemia will pull in everyone else. For sure, they'll get Cologne and Trier. Mainz is on the Catholic side, the Palatinate is on the Catholic side, and Verden is actually on the Protestant side. I'm assuming that if I declare war on the leader of the League, it will call in the League anyway. I won't actually have the Religious League CB, so I don't know what the actual peace deal is going to be, but if the end result is that we disband the HRE, then that's all that really matters. So, why don't we just go ahead then and declare this war and see what happens? I would really like to make sure I don't lose this alliance with Austria either. You gotta remember, the unlawful territory comes with a, he's at 6 opinion right now. Bohemia's being a jerk, right? I've got these allies, and Hungary's kind of okay with me. Bavaria, not so much. But, like, if we eat another what is it, 30, 40 opinion? 20? I don't remember now. I know that it stacks, so it's going to take even longer for the unlawful territory to decay now, but that is starting to really affect my relations with my allies. And if he makes me lose my alliance, then I've kind of wasted all of the time spent working with Austria here. So we can maybe prevent that from happening by being allies in a war together. So if there's any way I can trick this guy to join my war... I'm pretty sure that prepare for war... Yeah, it's not available because of the fact that they are already at war. Alright, well let's do this. We'll bump trust one more time. I don't think it's going to be enough. I don't think that there's a Diplo Rep Advisor available either. But if there were, okay, we'll take that. Ugh, if he wasn't in his own war. He's winning his war. If he could just end his war, I could actually call him in. Opinion of Kingdom of Might. Anything else I can do about my Diplo Rep? Well, the overextension will go away soon. We could bump legitimacy, but we're doing a military idea group. We have a lot of rebel uprisings to deal with as well. Might as well offer them military access. Alright, I am going to declare this war. I'm fabricating a claim, but I don't care. I think this is the appropriate time to do it. We could call him in on a promise of territory or favors. We'll use the favors. And I think this will go fine. Probably. Maybe. I don't know. I also don't know if unlawful territory will still apply since I'm now officially at war. I know he can't offer it if I'm at war, but I think it will still apply the opinion penalty now that it has been offered. So I would like to leave that up for a little while. If I could, let's just sort of ignore it and hopefully get our relationship with our allies in a better position. You can call allies into war. What? So now you're willing to join? What suddenly changed? Did he peace out? Oh, he did. Coincidentally, he just... Never mind. Okay, great. That solves that problem. Now, I don't even care if there was a mothballed fort in this case. I just really, really, really wanted to make sure that we took that opportunity to get at war with Alsace, because he's been the tricky guy. I've been looking. I keep on looking at this thing, looking at these damn electors, and Alsace has been tricky because he's not allied to anyone important. So getting him involved has been very important for this. Now, because we're at war, we can't move our capital, so we might still get some more Dutch revolts, which suck. We also have some Danish separatists. We've got... got a lot. We got a lot of rebels to deal with. Currently dealing with rebels over here. Let's see. Do we have a navy available for blockades? I think my transports are probably sufficient to blockade his capital and the other fort. Hey, people are rejoining the coalition. Too little, too late, losers. So Austria and I are allies in a war together. Yeah, I don't know about that, that 29 opinion there. Weird how the coalition went away and then came back. Well, I guess maybe not. The fact that I declared another war is a pretty good reason. So you're my ally who we don't have maxed out relations with, who I'm also concerned we might lose the alliance with if that happens. What are your reasons for accepting this call to arms? Just being in debt and then attitude towards enemy. Alright. So let me check. Am I still... I'm actually, yes, I actually still am the leader of the Protestant League despite being at war. Interesting. I don't have any idea then. I could have sworn that when you became... If you went to war, you would lose control of the thing. But that didn't happen, so... Okay then. Well, we're gonna go pick up our navy. Ferrara has joined the coalition. Plan speed 3. Let's go pick up our army. We'll hop over, siege down the capital Lubeck. would like to actually do this influence nation thing if I could. 274 ducats. Any chance we could milk that from somebody? I am kind of tempted to raise additional levies as well. The fact that we have no manpower as the Kingdom of Might, that's just unacceptable. So we have until February 13th. That was a pretty quick siege. Okay, gotta remember, we're playing on not.19, so we gotta remember that there's that infantry deployment bug where we're only gonna match the front line. If I just smash my army into this 25 stack, since he only has 20 in the front row, even though we've got 22, we'll only deploy 20. I could prove it, or you could just trust me, but the patch is bugged. It's been bugged for months, so I've gotten used to it. So we'll deploy 20, and then a day later we'll have the others show up. To make sure that we actually do flank with those infantry. Okay, though I'm actually seriously considering taking a loan just to up my relationship with Austria. I don't, well, hold on, never mind. He can't break the alliance while we're allies in a war. That would be a stab hit, so that won't happen. But I think if the relationship gets low enough, the relationship is broken automatically. Like, he doesn't have a choice in the matter. Does he, in that case, get a stab hit? I guess we'll find out, because I'm not going to take a loan. That'd be crazy talk. Okay, we properly deploy some 30% infantry combat ability. Rudolph rolls a 9. Nice job, Rudolph. 0, not so much, so averaging out then, I see. Okay, so that was a unlawful territory request for one of these two. I don't remember which. Yeah, he did both of them. The bastard. And our opinion is at negative 80, but it's actually at positive 8 due to being allies actively in a war together. Okay, good. Okay, that works. We can do that. Sounds good. Okay, now this province being adjacent to that fort means it'll automatically get returns. We could try to knock out Stad's level 1. I'm not really concerned about how quickly this war or sieges go. We don't have a navy for both sides over here. Alright, so the total blockade needed is how much? It would be really handy if it told you the amount needed, instead of making you add that up. 7, 10, 12, 21. So we need 33, 43. I need 50 sail speed to blockade this port. Alright, so let's leave behind 50 sail speed where the transports. This number right here. And then in that case, we'll send probably 6. We're really low on manpower, so I want to do as small of a siege as possible. I'm actually doing this backwards, aren't I? Yes, I want to send 6 from the left. With the leader to the capital. And then we'll take the 1 cannon. Somebody's gonna have to double back to pick up another leader. Do I even have enough leaders? I don't think I do right now. Got this guy who's hanging out, getting ready to deal with rebels. We got this guy up here who's trying to put down rebels. We got these guys who are putting down unrest in Moskva and Kaluga. Ryazan doesn't appear to need this army here anymore. As much as I'd like to finish the idea group faster, I think we should hire another general. How's army tradition look? 75? Ugh. At least 80 would be ideal. Do I have that siege pip active? I think I do. I've had it on for a long time. Alright, I'm gonna just take this guy. I don't want to roll a general at less than 80 or less than 80 tradition. Seems bad. Seems bad, man. What a jerk. Unlawful territory. Can you believe he did that? That's just rude. I can't believe he did that. I have absolutely no manpower at all. God damn it. See, this is why I wanted to move my capital. Brabant. Stupid provinces with their unrest. Brabant had negative unrest. We're still getting this damn event. It's far more likely in provinces that have unrest, but it's still firing in other provinces too. Well, I'm just not gonna click it for now. We're gonna wait. Try to get some of this stuff done. Like Austria is actually extending a little bit of manpower into this war. Cool. Here we don't have enough blockaded. We got Hamburg blockaded. Hamburg actually not being sieged with 6.2k. I forgot that that was a capital fort. I think we want to just go to Stad. Unfortunately, we can't cross the strait because of the zone of control from Hamburg. Let's avoid the attrition for this tick. Unfortunately, this army is not going to have enough manpower to reinforce, so that army will stop its siege next month, most likely. There goes our truce with Bohemia. All for 10 troops. Alright, so here's the real question. If we declare war now, they don't owe me favors, but they would join. If I declare a religious league CB, here's the real question. Do we get everyone involved? We're currently at war with the Elector of Alsace. He is in this war. Right there. Okay. Next, we need Bohemia. So if I declare a religious league CB on you, we get Verden on my side. You pull in Trier, Mainz, the Palatinate, Cologne, and then of course Bohemia himself. So that was Trier, Mainz, the Palatinate, and Cologne. So those 4 plus him. Yeah, that's everyone. That's 6 other people. So we just declare the religious league CB right now. And if we promise these guys lands, we could have him involved as well. I think we do. I have to give them a province. I'm not going to take any land. I can't afford to. But this seems like a good idea. The Papal State will actually also dishonor the call, making the Religious League War even easier. Okay, show superiority. War goals: show superiority, get bonus war score from winning battles. Let's do this, Leroy! Declare war! Alright, cool. We're going to disband that damn HRE. It's going to be great and glorious and good. So anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you again in the next episode. See you soon.